What'd you name it?
Dumpster diving.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. I guess I could have just looked.
Yeah, no, or go on dumpster diving today.
Yeah. You have somewhere to go before there, but
I mean,
it won't.
the
Take
title
long.
stands.
Yeah, no. I still think you need to have your discussion about pacing that we talked about last night.
Yeah.
Because we could not sleep, so we went off on a huge tangent.
I'm not sure if I could or couldn't, but it sounded like something you need to get off your chest.
Well, you're the one who had the
Yeah, I had a lot of thoughts.
yeah, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
But I'll guess I'll just start us off. So since we're in part 2 now, and you all got to see how he set up part 2, Fort and I were discussing that there are some things, or I've come to the conclusion that there are things that I forgive Gestalt for that I will not forgive in the remake. And the reason that I forgive this for it is that we know they didn't have the budget.
Okay.
Hey, it stops it for you.
That's nice.
But we know they didn't have the budget. They didn't have the team behind it.
They didn't have a lot of the Squeenix resources.
Yeah, this is just one of like while Drakengard was popular, especially in Japan, it wasn't nearly a mainstay Square Enix thing.
Was it popular here?
It was definitely popular in Japan. I have no idea how it fared here.
I don't think it did.
It's weird because I know a lot of people who know Drakengard, but I also know a lot of people who know Before Crisis, so I can't really gauge.
Yeah, you seem to be well versed in the Square Enix esoteric.
But yeah, I have never actually played. Drakengard's not a game for me.
Yeah, I mean, I bought it because I played this, and I was like, oh, there's a game that's before this, and you can ride a dragon, and it's like, oh, it's not very good.
Side note, not really a spoiler, but this is technically a sequel to Drakengard 3.
Oh, just the first one.
Oh, Drakengard 1.
Yes.
My bad. Sorry, I keep forgetting which one it's related to. Which should tell you something. It's you don't need to.
In theory, you can sit there they're related to each other because if 3 was related to 1, then this one by virtue is related to 3. But I think the direct correlation is Drakengard 1 happened, and then this happened.
Yeah.
And then Drakengard 2 came out.
But so yeah, they didn't have the support. And you've already seen where the budget ran out. So some of the pacing things that are wrong with this, the biggest thing is we met Emil last night.
Yeah.
And
pen
then,
pal.
And then. And then we left, and then the village gets attacked, and then we lose Kaine, and then we find out that Emil's a weapon, and then we get Kaine back. And the whole idea that the Shadow Lord kidnapped your daughter is kind of just
you're basically going through a story minefield, and there's lots and lots of different things that you just kind of have to navigate and understand and comprehend, and they don't give you, oh my god, we're going through Rise fast. They don't give you any time to really just dig in and get it. There's no implications or coming to terms. It's just you're doing all this stuff with the Dark Colossus, and then you're confronted with Vice's true purpose and the Shadow Lord, and then 5 years later, all right, hey, Emil found something, let's go do it. And I was like, hang on, no, I want them 5 years, damn it.
Yeah.
I want to see, Dad Nier coping with the fact of he lost someone close to him. He lost his daughter.
Yeah, the person whom which he does everything for.
You can't tell what he did for 5 years. You can't tell if he went to Facade to look for clues, if he went to Seafront to look for clues, if he went fucking anywhere for anything, if how much he frequented the brothers, and the scrap heap, what he did. You don't know. And it's just he just got an eye patch. Apparently he didn't keep in close contact with Emil, because Emil writes the letters hey, it's been a while. This stuff, am I right? And you're yeah, let's go there. And then like they don't explore anything, and you can tell like they didn't have the time or the ability to explore everything.
Yeah.
And so we were talking about different solutions for that in the remake, and I argued that there's two possibilities. One, you put filler between all of these storyline events, or you remove one of them. And I argued that you remove Kaine getting turned to stone.
I agree.
Because I think that was a superfluous thing to kind of make it seem like self-sacrifice and Emil having to do something he didn't really want to do but had to do for the safety of everyone and all that.
But like, and Fort made a good point, and I'm gonna like expand upon it. Emil already has that established. Like, we run through his house, which is haunted. That they don't explain. But like, well, I mean, I guess it's sort of explained. It's like the ghosts of the children that were killed in the facility underneath. Is probably the implication.
Maybe.
But like, they never actually say it.
Yeah, the paintings turning into weird paintings and the voices being grown-up voices.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like, yeah, something bad happened in the house, but like this is, in the post-apocalypse, something bad happened fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere should be haunted, but it's not.
Everywhere's haunted.
I mean, in theory, yes.
Yeah, but the idea of like needing to like get Emil to eventually find the purpose of what that was Emil had to go to the basement, find his sister, and turn into the skeleton. Like we
had to get him to skeleton.
Yeah, it's just like, if we're gonna look at like the point A to point B, regardless of what the story was, it was we need Emil to be the skeleton boy.
Yeah.
And so the motive to get him there is kind of turning to stone, which is, it feels as useless as, and this is not a spoiler because I don't think it's gonna happen in the remake, so I'm gonna say it anyway. This is a 7. In the original 7 game, Kate Sith dies. He gets crushed by the Temple of Ancients, and then immediately comes back during a very traumatic scene of something else happening. And I mean, it is less than 5 minutes of time has passed. Everyone's just like, oh my god, he got crushed, and then another one shows up. And they almost make a joke about it in Dirge, and it's still one of my favorite things, because Kate Sith gets destroyed, and then another one walks in and is like, hi, I'm the 5th one! Because he is, if you keep track.
Right.
So, but like, Kaine getting turned to stone is as like powerful as that moment, because it's like, oh no, she's turned to stone. We immediately have a solution.
Yeah, if they spent more time, like, you had to go in and out of the library and pass her being a statue,
yeah,
that would feel worse, because like, oh right, she's in there and there's a monster in the basement, and like, you like go to talk to Popola to find answers about your daughter.
Yeah.
Who's been kidnapped 2 years ago, right? And like, you're searching is fruitless, and you still hear the thump thump, and just like, you know, the telltale snake face.
Yeah.
And Kaine's just there, like furniture.
So like, I mean, again, they didn't have the budget, so it makes sense that that part of the game doesn't exist. But they're gonna do us a disservice if they don't have that part of the game exist in the remake, or in the, I guess, yeah, it's a remake.
It's a remake, 100% a remake.
And so like, but Kaine doesn't need to be turned to stone. It's a useless sacrifice. One, because they undo it so quickly, out of game time, right? It's like 20 minutes. In game time, it's apparently 5.5 years. But like, the thing that we're missing, right, like, is like motivation. Like, she did it because, yeah, there was no other way to stop the shade, I guess. But like, using it as motivation for Emil to like look for a way to like not turn things to stone. He was doing that already. He wanted to be a part of society and get to be with people. Now he can't, but like he was gonna find the basement eventually. You just need to change what the motivation is. Hell, just have the cipher be in that page from the red book we blow up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why they, like, that's why I think Fort's right in the sense of remove Kaine being turned to stone and have the clue to go to the basement be in that red book.
Yeah. Or sit there and make us fucking sit in it.
Yeah. or make us have like play something that makes that 5 years feel like 5 years, and make us like stew in the fact that Kaine is stoned.
And like the King of Azad doesn't know, and nobody in Seafront can like figure it out with all the mail and the traders and like there's so many resources available for them to figure
Make
this
a
out.
deal with the people of the Airy, so we actually like have to interact with the people of the Airy.
Yeah, more than we do because we
More than
don't.
just running past them, yeah.
Yeah, and just going, oh, well, there you are. I don't want to go in there because the music's intense and you're kind of depressing. That's what happens a lot to a lot of places in here. Go to the fucking Forest of Myth.
Yeah, and God,
Like,
I hope the
'cause-
Forest of Myth isn't just white text and black screen.
Because the map, as everyone has seen, is not very big. You can go almost anywhere within 5 minutes. It does not take you long to get anywhere to the end of the path to be there. And there's no places past it. So, like, you need to either make us go there more or make the map bigger.
How is that old lady still alive?
It's been 5 years. She eats good. Yeah, well, then just die there. Hi. Oh, right.
Yeah, because I kicked me out and Kaine out.
Even though you have a house that they can sit in.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 2 beds, though. And I imagine that Kaine's not used to a bed. Popo just sits there in the library, turns around. I imagine you know why I brought you here. To discuss the Shadow Lord. I can do that, yeah. Yeah. We won't do anything, but look at that dog fucking eavesdropping. Oh shit, there's some juicy goss over here.
Side note, that fountain is really pretty. It's simple, but it's pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrendously out of place in a village like this, but I like it.
Okay, I'm just checking to see if the water effect is a flat planar thing, and it is.
But yeah, so like one thing that we were talking about is that like Yoko Taro in general struggles with pacing. And
Yeah.
like, and I can't give you more examples yet, but like
Yeah,
we'll
as a
bring it up.
director,
Yeah.
he has always struggled with pacing.
And motivation, like you can, it's easy to see what the motivation behind things were, but his execution of things is just, you never get to go in that basement. That pisses me off still. Anyway.
Yeah. You don't want to see how much shade poops down there.
It's just, yeah.
Oh. Hello.
It's you.
Yeah, so I think to get back to the premise, they have so much more of a budget and a team and time for this remake that if they don't address this, then they failed.
Yeah. But I'm on the other side though. It's just like, I almost don't. Like, I'm scared what he's gonna do. Because he's gonna George Lucas it. Or he's gonna Hideo Kojima it.
Yeah, he could do either of the two, which I have always, for years, argued that Hideo Kojima and George Lucas are the same.
Yeah.
They're the same people with the same problems.
And actually, Fort and I have a discussion in which Yoko Taro and Hideo Kojima are the same side of the horseshoe. But they just have different, like, they're the same level of eccentric, just in different fashions, but they do the
They have the same
things.
problems with yeah, they're two flavors of the same ice cream. They're just two different brands of fucking mango nut job. Yes, that's where I was. Yes.
My birthplace.
Good job. Right. Take a boat. What's a boat? Oh, cool. Alright. Here's a penny for the ferryman. I need to use that line on you.
No.
I'm leaving. I dove too soon.
So it'll be curious to see how they remedy some of these things.
God, I fucking hate Hideo Kojima now.
No, I don't think you can hate him more than I do.
No, I'm just remarking on how much I hate it. It wasn't a competition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, as much as I like this game, I dislike Yoko Taro just about everything else he's made.
I'm telling you, if I ever get the patience to walk you through Drakengard so we can both experience it, oh, because I like read through the wiki of what that game does. Holy shit. Yoko Taro was a specific kind of unhinged.
I mean, for those of you who've played the Nier raids in 14, wrong entrance.
Oh, hang on, I kicked off a wall.
That's a tame version of the
A
nonsense.
tame taste.
Of the nonsense that is Drakengard and the bad pacing.
Yeah, like I figured like a side story to like something as big as, you know, Final Fantasy 14 would have some trouble with like pacing, because it's like we have to make these mostly bosses with some dialogue between.
But the thing is, very few of the other raids do. Because, from what if everyone can understand, if Yoshi P, who's the main producer of it, has any say in it, it's pretty okay. Oh, it's the... We had that side quest we still need to do.
Yeah.
Box!
And Box.
But
Yoshi P.
he's someone main the 14... I don't know much about 14.
Yeah.
But, like, apparently he didn't have anything to do with the writing of the Nier raids, and everybody could tell.
Hey, now we can just go places fast if we want.
Faster, because it's already really fast.
Yeah.
I do hope that, like, if we do the Haunted Mansion bit again, that, like, we actually get, like, some more spooky. I hate being scared, but, like, I like that.
I think the only reason they added it is because they wanted the place to look spooky, but they didn't have the resources to keep it, like, thematically spooky.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have the time to really have you in a big haunted house, especially, like, everything's gray. The spookiest thing that happened was when the mailbox was red.
Yeah.
The boxes, like, that was the scariest thing because it was inconsistent.
I don't actually know that. Okay, whatever. I will say, one thing I like about the consistency of Nier's character is that he immediately jumps to conclusions, and he is consistently jumping to conclusions even if he's wrong, and I appreciate that.
He is confidently incorrect. Frequently.
And, like, he learns in specific respects, but he never loses that character flaw. And I'm like, that's actually really good writing, and that doesn't normally happen.
Especially because, like, it just plays on the fact that, like, he's older.
Yeah.
He's older, so he's very set in things.
Yeah, I'm curious on how the dialogue shifts, because we know that the dialogue is written differently for Brother Nier. And we know this because of the devlogs where they talked about how they rewrote things for Father Nier. And so I am curious on Brother Nier's demeanor, and, like, if he has a stubbornness or if it's a curiosity of, like, okay, let's try this, and the other stuff didn't work, you know?
Yeah.
Because if it's a curiosity, if it's an uncertainty, it's like, okay, we gotta try this because we don't know.
Oh, we're upskirting Emil.
I forgot that Emil just floating up is actually really terrifying.
You can
Like,
see them.
skeleton
You can see
jellyfish.
the Skelefish.
Skelefish. But yeah, like, if Brother Nier's personality is, you get the weapons from the weirdest locations.
Yep.
But yeah, if his personality is curious and uncertain, then I won't be as upset. But if it's this personality, if this is brash, abrasive,
and consistently brash and abrasive and stupid and doesn't learn, it's like, then you're a failure as a child.
yeah, this is like, no, this doesn't make sense. Like,
Kids are always like even like when they're brash, they still like ask questions, and the only question he asks is, "How do I kill it?" And that's not a question. That's an answer.
yeah. So, well, I'll be curious on how that works out. I really, that's the one I never get to read.
They save it for the fast ones.
Yeah. Hey, we're back! Side note, we're gonna do this a lot. Like, visit places.
Yeah, I wrote that in the description. It's like, wouldn't be a Square Enix game if you didn't go everywhere twice.
But yeah, another weird.
Magical defense.
So yeah, we'll obviously talk more. I will say some of the mistakes that I forgive in Gestalt were made in Automata, so I don't have high hopes.
Yeah.
We also discussed last night that we have actually, Fort at least, has a immediate, like, if this is in the remake, we are selling the game.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you what it is yet.
Yeah.
But we'll establish it. But yeah.
Like, I'll finish it for respect to, like, our money. But I will not enjoy it.
And I'm gonna just be totally transparent with everybody. I did not buy the Nier Replicant remake for the game. I bought it for all the stuff we didn't get originally. Like, they have game scripts and they have, like, pins and stuff, and that stuff was never available to the United States. And we don't get Father Nier stuff, and I'll have to live with that, but, like, yeah. I'm getting it because I want the merch associated with it, and if the game is good, awesome, but honestly, I'm going in with low hopes. Bye!
Oh yeah, I ain't going down there.
I'm going in with low hopes, and hopefully I can keep the hopes low so I'm not as disappointed as I was in Automata. I really need to try to approach Replicant like a new game.
Yeah?
Because it really will be.
In theory, it will be.
Yeah. I was sort of able to do that with the 7 remake. I think I was holding on to certain things too hard, and it made some of the parts in the 7 remake not sit well. But 4 also made the good mention. Emil, you gotta float a little closer to the ground.
No, you look like you're hanging from the rafters, bud.
Yeah.
Like, the 7 remake was a different game.
Yeah. The big thing is just like, your complaint about the ending makes better sense than my complaint about the ending. Because my complaint about the ending is, this isn't the ending of the original. I know, Jynx, it's not the same game. Fort's complaint about the ending being, like, paced weird and not, like, making a lot of sense, that's a better complaint than mine.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where you, when you aren't, like, as deeply invested in the lore from the beginning, you see things differently. Mm-hmm. And so I saw from, like, how would somebody who would fail the dad test,
yeah,
like, how much, like, the dad test is a concept that was described in like a review of a Marvel movie.
Yeah, you've explained this before.
Have I?
Yep, because we've talked about the ending of 7 before.
Yeah. For anyone new.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah. For the dad test is, would my dad be able to understand the premise of the story without having any, like, foresight to the context? And, like, 7 can. You can learn about 7 just, like, characters like this, they're from here, where's here, it's not super important. You know, like, Marvel movies fail the dad test a lot, especially later on, because, like, Black Panther shows up and you're like, wait, what's he doing in Civil War? It's like, oh, well, he's in the comic books. Oh.
So, fun fact, I failed the dad test, or, like, I made one of the Marvel movies fail the dad test because, one of my favorite Marvel movies, by the way, is Black Panther. But I didn't understand how we got to the point where Black Panther was relevant, and Fort had to give me, like, a 5-minute, like, quick summary because I was like, wait, how did he even get here? And I had to, like, someone had to explain to me where it was in the timeline.
Like, Black Panther doesn't make sense because it's like, oh, the broker, like the arms dealer. It's like, oh, okay, so Smeagol is an arms dealer. How long has he been that? Oh, he was, like, in other movies. Was he? The answer is yes, he was. But, like, if you... It fails the dad test.
Yeah.
So the end of the 7 remake fails the dad test because even when you're playing, you know, like, you're like, okay, so what the fuck is going on here? It's like, oh, well, you know, this person's talking about this. I've been watching the whole time. They never talked like this before. This does not make sense thematically. Our character, it's just like, it's all hand wavy wiggly woo, and it's just like, I'm just supposed to eat it and deal with it. You know, eat your peas. That's the plot you get. And I'm disappointed. And James is like, yeah, that's fair.
and my disappointment came from, I'm nervous on what you're doing with this, and it's not the same as the lore, and you've been pretty consistent up to this, and all these other complaints. But ports, to me, like my complaints are legitimate, but my complaints are also like old school. It's like I'm being a little bit rigid because they are having to tell a story that, again, was limited by, like the platform really, and like what they could tell and how they could tell the story.
Yeah, how much they could cover in 3 discs or whatever.
Yeah. And so like they were limited by the platform, and they're not anymore. So the story's gonna be different. And honestly, it's also a really old game. And so some of the things that they did in the original should not be repeated. And they did a good job of like already covering some of that and being a little bit better.
Andrea Rodeo.
Yeah. Much better than the other stuff. And like a lot of people like me were concerned about that because it's just like, it was okay for 97? No, it wasn't. But it was, it was common for 97.
Yeah, it's like culturally, 97 was a time you could do that shit
Yeah.
and like not get crucified. And like now, you should be crucified for shit like that.
Yeah. And if you're confused, it's how Walmart was handled.
And everything about it.
And everything about how Walmart was handled, and switching it from honestly making fun of LGBT identified folks and drag
And sex workers
and changing it to a celebration of gender and expression, and representing sex workers kind of nicely, I would argue. At least
as talented and
as
and
talented
worthy
and,
of their paycheck.
Yeah.
And frequented and not like stigmatized for going.
Yeah, and like people are embarrassed to be caught in Wall Market, but that's the red light district like mentality there. But it's so it was much better.
I think it's because of all the other scummy things that happened. Like the sex work is like the least scummy thing that happens.
Yeah,
there.
it's just like actually, if you look at the sex work, it's one of the most like it's like cool. You guys have upstanding morals and take care of each other.
Yeah.
Unlike literally everything else about this city.
Yeah, it's like we're looking at like all the, the drugs and the gangster activity and the trafficking.
Yeah.
The murders.
The fact that there's literally an organization that just kills people because a wealthy guy in a suit asks them to.
And the weird hand massages.
That's I always just assumed that was a part of the sex work with it.
Oh no! I was making a joke about it. I'm just like they put a lot of effort into the hand massage. It's like an interesting interest.
Yeah.
But yeah, like going there is like, are you gonna have someone assassinated? It's like, no, I went to go to the Honeybee Inn. They're like, oh, you went for a show. Yes.
And
nothing else.
yeah. And it's cool. So we'll see. The thing is that like Kaine being intersex, I'm glad that as a community we've accepted that, and I was making the comment that I'm glad it's on the wiki and it's respectful on the wiki.
Yeah, because it was in an interview and.
But I don't trust Yoko Taro to handle that well in the remake. And I hope that the people who did the gender stuff in 7 slide in and be like, yo, we got this. Don't touch her, you stay away. And hit him with a bat.
Oh. Back in your hole.
Back
in the closet.
Back in the closet.
Well, no, he's not in the closet. He sits in a little pit.
Yeah, back in your pit.
Back in your weird. I wish they had a little spray bottle of just the no horny juice and just no.
Go away. Emilio's not your self-insert in this one. Go away.
Kaine's not gonna step on anybody. Grow up.
I wish they had changed her outfit, but that was asking for too much.
Hey, big friend.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try my best to go into it, and since the story has a different point of view character, I need to go into it differently.
Yeah.
So we'll be like the remake of 7. We'll be looking out for these big main plot points, but hopefully, like the remake in 7, they get to them in new and exciting ways.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like new and exciting things because I'm just tired of. I would be really upset if somebody on the creative team for the remake of this is just kind of hey, don't use the term hermaphrodite. That's a little beyond uncouth. And Yoko Taro's like, get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
I want my Fuda queen. It's like, nope, quit it. Nope, bad. Psst, nope.
Yeah. I would argue it's more likely it won't be addressed.
Yeah, they likely just won't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am hoping that they address it. I'm hoping it's respectful because god damn it, we need some sort of intersex representation. And Kaine's good. She's
Yeah.
you know, extorted in the sense of like she's definitely supposed to be there for like
For the oogles.
yeah, but she's also strong and I'm not like not to be like she's a strong independent woman, but like
She literally is.
she literally is. She's figured herself out, and then her character arc is learning to trust people, and it's done well.
Yeah. Also, I was gonna say, I think that her inclusion in the party is to ensure that Brother Nier doesn't have a case of the not gays, or has a case of the not gays for Emil,
Yeah,
because
I
those weren't there. I didn't put those there.
they put it. That's the solution to the block puzzle if you put everything back. So what makes me upset too is that again Emil and like so Emil and Father Nier's relationship is father and son. Like he's Nier in this is the dad figure to literally everybody. He's adopting every person in his party except for Vice, who's the crotchety old grandpa who's coming along for the ride.
Yeah, just basically just like, it's like, I guess I'm cool with you.
And Nier is just like, he likes to try to be brash and uncouth, but he's also like every little like you are all my children now. You don't have a parent, so now I'm your parent.
No one will take care of you. I will take care of you. You've been wronged by the system. I will tackle the system.
Yeah, like
The Shades killed your family. I'll kill the Shades.
yeah, he's just like that's it, and there it was.
No, that was a different one.
No, the words were there. But I'm not gonna call it out because I got too fast.
I saw cabinet control room.
I saw something that started with white.
I'm going to talk to the villagers. I want them to let you in.
Oh, it's no big deal. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to it.
Well, you shouldn't be. It's crap.
See? What did I just say?
I wish everyone felt the same way. It's alright, really. I like camping out with Kaine. It's kind of fun, in a weird way. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, and roast...
Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
Again, I love this weird family dynamic. But the thing that makes me upset is with Brother Nier, they could definitely have platonic love between Brother Nier and Emil. Because we need more of those relationships too. It's alright to love your friends. It's alright to be a dude and love your guy friends.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool.
Dudes,
It's fun.
dudes can love dudes.
Yeah. That you can love people and not, like, change your sexual orientation.
I made it in here. And there's nothing in here.
This happened to me, too. I distinctly remember this specific part. And I looked at you and I was like, there's nothing in here. And you, like, looked
I
it
think
up
I just
for me.
bypassed a lot of the puzzles.
You might have been able to, though. That's awesome. So, like, I'm a little upset because, yeah, Fort's right. Like, Kaine's in there for the not gays. But, like, we, again, lost a situation where we could have, like, so maybe they'll do it in the next one. But they probably won't.
Is there a weapon up here? I know there's gotta be something up here.
There's gotta be a weapon up here, but I think you already got the weapon from the
I
shrine.
haven't been able to come up here.
No,
Oh, just the weapon from the shrine?
right, because most places just have one extra. Like, right, you get one handed to you and then you find one.
I'm not allowed up here, so unless there's like a side quest up here.
I do remember coming back here a couple times. So you'll probably be up there again.
Ah. Well,
We seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless puppies.
oh look, they got shields.
The one thing downside is like Fort and I have a lot of theories of things that they could do to change how, like change storytelling or change mechanics or improve things. Like opinions, of course, but like sometimes you get married to those opinions. So I'm gonna hope not for that, but I still think that our theory of how to make Automata work is so much better than what they gave us.
It's right there.
That's hilarious.
It's right there.
So you'll notice one thing about the weapons that's kind of interesting is that there is a set that is a one-handed sword, a long sword, a spear, and a two-handed sword.
The two-handed sword and the longsword are the same thing.
Oh yeah, sorry. There are 3 weapons, and they all are like a set. So like you saw, we have Beast Bane. That's what we've been using forever. We just got Beast Sword and spear, which name I can't remember.
Oh, it's you.
Where's your friend?
I believe in pale.
Uh-huh.
You're in pieces.
What's going on? There's dozens of them!
It's actually really funny to me because it was like there's no one here. I'm like,
Creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light. Pathetic to the enemies.
Aim for that stone statue. It's the leader.
yeah, I forgot you could kill most of them just by standing in the light.
Yeah, they
Foolish
dissipate pretty quick.
You cannot hope to best me.
These little bastards just keep coming.
These creatures cannot abide the sun. Lure them
I
into
feel,
the light.
I do hope that the battles are paced a little different because man, they talk like because you're moving so fast. Their comments are jarring. You know?
Yeah.
Launch that fucker!
Punch the suit of armor.
Kill the beast.
No.
Oh yeah, actually, side note, I need to issue a correction for something I said last night. Because Fort reminded me. I said when you start for playthrough B, you start right there, right at the 5 years later. I was wrong. You start after Kaine is released.
Yeah.
Fort reminded me of that. Granted, it's probably good that I said what I said because like I would have potentially spoiled the fact that we were getting Kaine out like 10 minutes after I said that. But like,
Yeah. I very well could have just said, oh no, later.
yeah.
Oh.
So yeah. Just,
Oh shit!
oh, again with the fucking like, she's like a pincushion. That's-
There's another character that gets impaled a lot. Cloud? Oh! Ugh. Oh, his hand is.
Oh.
They expected to use two-handed swords, but why the fuck would you? They
Yeah.
swing so slow. Spinning attack likely. No touch.
Kaine, are you alright? We've got to get help.
Are you serious,
I
guys?
fear there
She's
is
pretty
little we
much,
can do.
yeah.
I've been impaled!
Isn't it super exciting? We just got you out, turned out from stone, and now you got impaled.
Get back.
What
Butt
is
scroll.
that?
Kaine!
Here, I have herbs.
She did warn you.
I've played Bloodborne, I know what's up.
Look at Kaine's shade!
We've no other choice. We must strike it down.
Oh, I can do that.
Kaine!
That's great.
Oh dear.
Go from the airy music to
Yeah.
just immediately.
Oh dear.
Kaine!
Kaine.
Kaine! Kaine.
I couldn't hold it back. I
But
can't
you're
be
alive.
with you.
We're always going to be together, Kaine. transform again. We'll just stop it again, as many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back. I like
Aw.
Like how they put like the
outside
button
because
to
of
advance
you,
it.
Kaine.
I'm not pushing
Restore
anything.
my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak and sad and lonely.
I really like Emil's
Somehow
character
you
in
make
this
me
game,
strong.
honestly.
You're my friend and I need you, so you can't go away.
Think about how long he was alone.
All right.
He's just
Yeah.
like, hi, new friends, I'm never letting you go.
Thank you. I'm all right.
Unfortunately, you did that so fast, so it's kind of hard to tell what happened. She turned into a shade, we beat her up, and she's not a shade anymore. No, we can't explain.
We suppress the shade with the power of violence.
Yeah.
Well, there's a seal, and not the cool kind. Ugh.
Yay, collectathon, but not sealed versus this time. Woo!
It's sealed stonework. What is this? Dope.
You know who will know? Popola. Why does she know everything? She's a librarian.
Encyclopopa.
Encyclopopola. I love his Ask a Librarian feature.
At least Clippy doesn't pop up. Although I hope there is a mod for this where it does make a Vice, like Clippy's like, looks like you're trying to be up a shade. Would you like some help? Would you like to use some magic?
That would be hilarious.
Can you determine what it is? Yeah, it's a key.
When you stab people.
Oh,
it's like-
that explains a lot. Okay. That's a very convenient piece of paper.
Where did you find that? Why do you have that?
The law of robotics.
I like sacrifice. That sounds fun.
I like the Asimov piece. The memory tree.
Wow, where are we getting that one from?
The loyal Cerberus.
Actually, what's funny is I can sort of remember where all of these come from, except for I can't remember where the loyal server. Oh no, I just remembered. Never mind.
The Stone Guardian. Well, I beat up a metal one. The words must mean something. As if they didn't.
Where did you find this piece of paper again?
Yeah, you translated something. Sacrifice. The law of robotics. The memory tree. Loyal Cerberus. Yeah, no, law of robotics probably refers to the junk heap, because that's what words do. Remember she might be the force of the head? Yeah. Sacrifice and loyal Cerberus. No problem. I said no problem. Oh, yeah. Frankly, I'm down for the murder. By all means, let's get up and get down with the sickness.
Gee, somebody
Jameson, you need a therapist.
Somebody help this man.
It won't be easy. Oh, please, murder is very easy.
I'll be happy to let you know I'm an expert at murder.
Killing shades is my specialty. Been doing it nonstop for countless years. But, she's fine.
What are you talking about?
I said she's fine today. So, and the news of alive girls who were totally alive, you're gonna get going? Yeah. I'll... They're just scared. You know? Scared. Just scared.
I don't care how intolerant they are. Get them over it.
They have 5 minutes to get used to a hussy and a skeleton. They have skeletons inside them. They can grow up. They're just waiting to hatch. Of all the things you've said, Jameson, that's the scariest one. How would someone make a statue of that?
Why? Why does this keep happening? Who's putting those in there?
At least paint your miniatures.
Yeah. Yeah, Fort.
Yeah.
Paint your miniatures instead of storing them in a closet.
They're also stored on my desk so I can paint them.
Oh, actually, that's a good segue. We are going to be changing our streaming schedule.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can go to the Forest of Myth next.
I'm going on the Junkie because that's what's on our list. Two brothers weaponry,
Oh,
or
no.
one brother and the useless one.
Oh no.
Oh, honey.
I suppressed it.
That was you suppressing it?
I just realized all the things that I suppressed about why I don't like the Junkie.
Oh, honey.
Oh no.
Honey, you're gonna be doing that every time.
No.
Every stop is gonna be a, oh no.
No, this specific one. The
Oh,
other
no.
ones though, they're just like.
Hey, hey. I know.
No, I just like Gideon. Anyway,
We all try to forget about Gideon.
We're changing our stream schedule. We're gonna start today, notwithstanding, we're gonna start taking Tuesdays through Thursdays off,
Tuesdays and Thursdays?
and like Wednesdays are up in the air, but yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure off. Wednesdays up
Might
in
be
the
something
air.
you can, or
Yeah, if I feel like streaming, I will. But we'll see. But for sure, we're gonna take Tuesdays and Thursdays off. And so I will actually be putting in a stream schedule into Twitch, and we'll try to stay pretty consistent around that. Just because we've been streaming a lot, and that's awesome. But Fort and I also do other things, and so we need to get some of our nights back.
oh, that's good.
Damn it. Their armor's too strong.
No, it's not.
They seem to have developed some manner of bodily protection.
You're gonna get another one. That's great. But yeah, so that means also like our YouTube uploads are gonna slow. But
Well, I guess
we'll still have content for you,
Yeah.
and you can go and watch a bunch of other awesome streamers when we're not around. So
Yep. And we also have made the decision that there's gonna be some games we're gonna play just and upload directly to YouTube.
yep, that just allows us to play kind of at our own pace. But I will say those probably won't be as fun to watch because we'll probably not have as much commentary. Fort and I tend to be fairly quiet when we play, actually. I think you guys have seen that a couple times, though. Yeah, but we're excited. It'll be nice to change things up again. And then yeah, that schedule may change again as the year progresses. But you know,
Yeah.
we started last year just streaming on Saturdays, so
What you're getting now is a blessing.
no, it's just a lot more than we expected to ever do. And we were able to sustain it for basically 6 months, 7 months.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the vaccine clinic, I'd be fine.
Yeah, but because Fort loses 2 nights a week to the vaccine clinic and 1 night a week to walk-ins, it's
Yeah.
I'm kind of running him ragged.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I realized that I wasn't able to paint miniatures because basically any night that I wasn't running late, I was streaming. And it's like, I would like to paint. Because like even like my work schedule during the day has got me busy enough that I can't like paint while working remotely. Which I used to be able to and now can't.
And so yeah, it's good to have these like talks with yourself and like be real with yourself when you're doing stuff, and this will allow me to like read more. I'll try to catch up on embroidery, maybe do more sewing, so it's like
Yeah.
it'll give us breaks.
And you can watch movies and play PC games if you want. Yeah, just whatever. Like you can have your time as well because you work a lot, and when you're working, you're very working.
I space out a lot.
But you're still working.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not down here doing whatever. You're generally like in front of your computer. Oh shit.
There's gotta be tons of machinery here.
Yeah, but I don't know how much we can actually use.
Oh wow! Check this out. It looks brand new.
Gideon, how did you not get any older in
Hey,
5 years?
Be careful there.
Or is this behind?
That's bad.
Huh?
Who put that there? Oh, baby, please. That piece of steel?
Jacob, no! No, this can't be happening!
Right, this is the past.
Yeah, because you're a dipshit. I saw what you did. P-33 knows your crimes.
I'm immediately going to say this. It wasn't the robot. Fucking Gideon, it was you. You killed your fucking brother. Misplaced little piece of
The
shit.
drunk heap. Perhaps we should speak to the brothers. They might know something about this.
Here's another thing. He never came here in 5 years, or else he would have noticed that Jacob had died.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a robot hand.
Oh, hello again.
You've grown. My brother. He died a while ago. He grew up,
In a way.
physically matured. Shades? We don't get shades.
We just have robots.
Looking for the big, strong. I like that. Honestly, I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh. Rip him up. Rip and tear! He seems unhinged.
I love how, like, Nier, who's like, I'm just gonna kill a bunch of shades, is like, this guy seems like he has some problems.
This guy seems unhealthily hinged on murdering things. I mean, my shade bloodlust is at least justified.
Dude, robots killed his parents.
Yeah? Well, Iron Will.
Is Iron Will the... No. I'm trying to remember what these things are all.
Can you fix it? Memory alloy. Okay. The B2?
Wait a minute. So, yeah, spoilers, you can tell why I don't like Gideon.
Because he's a piece of shit. Oh, hey, I can buy iron ore. It's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't have motor oil, so I'm not going to buy anything. Do I have anything else worth selling?
Well, I will admit, like, this specific, like, storyline of him believing that it was the robots and, like, not taking ownership for it is a believable storyline. I still hate him for it. It's not bad writing, I just hate it.
Beans.
Yeah.
Ancient lore claims this fruit is musical.
Oh my god, really? Did they really make that joke in this? That's funny.
Tomato, a vegetable suitable for both eating and throwing at stage performers. Pumpkin,
That one's-
decorations. It's a fruit.
Yeah. That's actually really funny. I didn't realize things that had such fun descriptions.
An empty can made of rare and valuable alloys. Like aluminum, which is true.
Aluminium.
If you want to be right.
Yeah.
The tasty haunch. Okay, well, I'll see you later, bud. You keep being unhinged.
From one unhinged man to another.
Enjoy your bloodlust. Oil lust? Alright, well. Mouse. Home.
Are you like implying that he eats everything but the tail?
What? Yes. Because he just picks it up and it's like, here's the tail. I was like, what, bud?
Where'd the rest of it go?
There's more to mice than that.
He scared the it scared it so bad it ran off without its tail.
I can understand with the lizard. Because lizards can do that.
Yeah. This is space future
It's a shame
mice.
about the older lad. He was but a child.
And likable.
Died protecting the only family he had left.
Who like? No wonder Gideon's fucking unhinged though. He literally had nobody.
Mom was running off with some dude and died in a basement and...
You got Jacob killed. Congratulations, you little shit.
You errant fuck.
I'm sorry, guys. I
You
hate.
talk about it like it just happened. Like the first time it happened. Remember the first time it happened, you're like, oh. And now it's like years later and you're like, oh.
Yeah,
It's like worse.
The elder brother postponed his joy for the sake of his seed.
This.
He was able to help shape the life of his brother. Should that be rewarded?
That conversation cannot happen with Brother Nier. You understand that?
Jynx,
Yep. Oh, okay.
watch out.
Like that conversation is going to be different. It has to be.
Yeah.
But that right there, that conversation is why I don't think the Brother Nier story is going to be as powerful. They have it written in this one.
Oh, I need to change words.
Oh yeah, you need to get your drop. Get your drop on. We're going to be here a while, by the way.
Oh,
Not only is it just like it's a long level, but we've got to get some stuff out of here anyway, and this is one of the times to do it just because we're here. We want to try to avoid grinding in this playthrough, but we may not be able to.
I don't think we'll be able to avoid it now.
I'm still on the fence on whether we'll actually stream the grinding parts, because it might be entertaining, but it also probably won't be. Maybe I'll do that some of the days off.
Yeah. If you are inclined.
Yeah, I mean, I do have to spend 2 hours trying to get eagle eggs anyway. That will definitely be done off stream.
Oh god, 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 get out of my way!
Shit! How many times did I miss this? I felt like I blew myself up a bunch of times. I knew it was funny, like, I was frustrated, but you were laughing your ass off. I do remember that.
Yeah, it sounds like me.
Well, this was when I was still trying to impress you, so I was super embarrassed, but I had already established that I was bad at games, but I was still super embarrassed. Granted, we've been dating for 7 years, and I'm still super embarrassed that I'm bad at games, so you know.
Yeah, I don't know why you are. Oh, there's fluorite.
Sweet. Because I wish I was better at it, but it's not like something that I'm going to practice because I have other things to do with my time.
Yeah, it's not super important.
It's just not actually a priority of mine. But
Exactly. Getting good at hacky slashy things has been my priority for years. And now I'm like, pretty good. Ah! So, remember you asked the question of, is this magic? Are the balls magic or are they bullets?
right.
Is that all that was in here? Okay. And I'm gonna argue, it's magic!
So you think the robots are spitting out magic?
Yep.
So the reason I bring it up, and this isn't a spoiler, but like that's kind of like Yoko Taro's way of like doing whatever those attacks are.
The bullet hells in 3D.
Yeah, the 3D bullet hells. So like it looks like that in Automata as well.
Yeah.
And I just spent a lot of time being like, is this magic or is this lasers or is this like lasers or like?
Oh, it's blazers. Blaze. Lasers. Laser.
So that's where Bork got that from, because I'm sitting here trying to figure out.
What we're looking at exactly.
Yeah, and then like, I watched my twinny do the Nier raids in 14 this past weekend, and again it was watching, since it's automata raids, it's like watching the automata robots do it again. It's just like, I don't think there's magic, or maybe it is magic. I don't know. So Force argument is magic, and I don't have a better argument, so I'm just gonna say.
About what else it could be.
Yep. I'm just gonna say, sure. And leave it at that.
Yeah, why not? It's not like they're throwing onions at you.
I am gonna start calling it what the 14 people call it, and that's bubblegum. Okay.
Any more robots wants a piece? So I thought. I dropped something good.
Who wants a piece? I'm punching.
I am slashing and magic punching and throwing copies of myself.
Let's get this friend.
Oh, I got machine oil. Hey!
Hey, what do you need? Like 15?
I just need one. I need a bunch of iron ore is what I need.
I am fine with you buying it in this case.
Yeah, it's only 1,000 each, but
It's expensive, but we're gonna make that money back pretty quick.
some,
That's it. We'll need to remember to go into the game even if we're not streaming and continue to do our planting.
one of these days I could just sit there and like do the planting and all that, and then just change the clock and then go in and do the planting, and
That's
something like that. That's something I could do not easily or quickly, but it's faster than, well, let's just do it every day. It's like, no, we could just do it like 6 times in a day.
That is up to you, because I don't have the patience for shit like that.
That's how I used to play Animal Crossing.
I know. What I just said holds true.
Yeah. More fluorite and amber.
What's
Into the hole.
I also have to laugh at the kind of the slight hypocrisy of what I just said. I don't have the patience to turn the clock and do that, but I have the patience to run in and out of the area looking for an evil egg.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's patience or if that's just like fucking bold determination.
Yes. They are not mutually exclusive. Oh, titanium, hey!
Hey!
Oh, that's a hole. Takes you back to the beginning.
Because why not?
Yeah, because that's fun. Fun game, fun. Fun, love it, fun. Kinase is ready to go. I'll get the kill. Thank you. That's a hole. Yeah, I was gonna tell the people at home how I used to play Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I would just sit there and I'd do my 15-minute stint, get my fossils, get my shot items for the day, sell stuff, and then I would just move on to the next day. And I would basically make it through like a month in a night. And that way I could basically complete the museum and really, really quickly.
So what's funny is I've told myself that I am not time traveling in New Horizons unless like extraneous circumstances happens. Like in Court's case, he's gonna have to time travel
Carnival.
for Carnival because he had to send in all of our Switch controllers.
I just sent in the right controller. I sent in the left controllers early in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because they had the same issue that the right controllers are having, but the right controller ones weren't really showing that until.
Which was a lot more fun. Well, you guys also saw it, the input drops. That was something that we were struggling with when we were playing Mario All Stars.
It also happened when I was playing Monster Hunter.
And you didn't have it as bad when it was clipped into the.
Yeah, if it was hooked up, it wasn't an issue. But when it had to be its own thing, and like being used remote, yeah, input lag was absolutely a thing. Oh, those are new. Hey, bud.
So, yeah.
Look at you. You look familiar. From a cutscene.
Yeah, so I keep forgetting to play just because that's how I am right now.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go back in time and get the stuff from Carnival. I'll just probably just execute extra then something.
I got memory out.
Yeah.
Kaine's down. And titanium. Hey, we can level up something else too.
She's fine. Alright, are you gonna go back up and then come back down again after doing the stuff with Jacob? Or not Jacob? God damn it. What?
I'm gonna just
just
keep
gonna hang out?
exploring down here so I can make the most money.
Sounds good.
Where are we? Okay, cool. We're just coming through this way.
At least the music is good.
Yep. Open up, open up, open up, open up, open up, open up.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking about it again. I think I've mentioned this on the stream before, but if not, I'm gonna mention it right now. So Nier concert. I bring it up a lot. But one other thing I wanted to bring up about the Nier concert had nothing to do with the music or the concert itself, but everything to do with the attendees. Because there were people who got tickets to the Nier concert and, you know, paid for the tickets and drove to Chicago or flew to Chicago, traveled to get there, standed in line to get inside, and didn't go into the concert. They stood in line for merch. And I'm still,
Yeah.
like, shocked about that. Like, a year later, it just, like, hit me. It was just like, you did all of that and you didn't even listen to the damn concert? And, like, some people were just like, yeah, but I got the, like, the orchestrated CD. It's just like, you could have seen it live. You could have seen it live. And I guess, like, part of me is just kind of like, I'm tickled by it because that stuff became available online after the concert series. Like, Fortnite knew it would.
Well, and it was, if you paid attention to the Square Enix shop,
Yeah.
you can get lots of these things, like, anywhere.
Yeah, and, like, there were certain things, small things that were, exclusive, but they sold out really fast. There was no reason to stand.
They didn't have, like, a concert poster with, like, the date
Yeah.
on it.
The stuff was mostly stuff that you could get online again. Like, I'd honestly be tempted to buy the orchestrated CD, just because I enjoyed some of the mixes of it. And some of the stuff on the CD is different. But, like, I'm still kind of shocked. And, like, when we went out for intermission, we overheard people talking about, like, how excited they were to get back in line. It was weird. Like, I don't want to be super judgmental, but it's like, this is a concert. It's, as much as I complain about some of the music choices that they made, like, it wasn't a bad concert. It was fascinating to see them play this stuff live. And Okabe was there, and that was cool, and apparently Yokotaro was there, but I'm pretty sure he has body doubles at this point because nobody knows what he looks like under that meal mask.
Yeah.
So I was pretty sure it wasn't him. But then, like, seeing Emmy Evans live was awesome, and Arnie Roth was the conductor. Like,
A little you got to see it in the others.
yeah. A little got to see it Emmy Evans, I got to see it, right? And, like, they had some pretty cool visuals, and we got to see some, honestly, we got to see some footage of Replicant that hadn't been released yet. They did it specifically for the,
Oh, like the setup for the tracks, right?
yeah, the setup for the tracks and stuff. We got to see some of that released before it got released to the general public, and that was cool. So, like, as much as I complain about honestly, the first half was significantly better than the second, but, like, as much as I complain about it, it still shocks me that people did all of that and spent all that money just to stand in line to spend more money, and ignored the fact that, like, yeah.
Some people just have interesting priorities.
Yeah, I just,
I got it.
I don't want to judge, but it's just like, it seems like it was such a waste because there were so many people who wanted tickets to that show they couldn't go.
Did you need tickets to get into the building? Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was like to get into the building or to get into the music hall.
If I remember right, we showed our tickets at the door.
Yeah. Oh.
He's back again.
There's.
Is it 33 or is that?
With the electric shoes.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if he has 33 hours. If it's something else. That's what I said.
Yeah, I think it's something else.
They gave you titanium, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. This is where you make money.
I thought it was funny though, that because that concert was, I inadvertently got to meet a lot of my cosplay heroes. Because they were there for the concert on the same night that we were, and I was just like, well, that's fascinating. And then I got to hang out with some friends that I normally only get to see once a year, and so hilariously I got to see them twice a year last year, inadvertently. It was good to see Tina's. I'm glad I was able to convince him to dress up as Father Nier. I liked his, what was it, his suit Nier. That was funny. Because he apparently wore that mask on the fucking train. Scared the shit out of people. Oh, here's another thing that they kind of just glossed over. Why did Devila have a staff?
Yeah, I think they just gave her a stick.
They gave her a staff and then she ran away. And it was just like, can you use that? What is that? It's pretty.
Yeah. Nice stick. It's a staff. I like your staff thingy.
It would have been nice to see her, like, use it. It just kind of looked like it was a prop.
This is my guiding stick.
Again, I understand why we didn't see that, but it was just like, I think, plot of this area aside, the fact that Vice tells you every time when you've been shut in.
It's a little strange to me. No, wait. Ain't nothing here. Well, I'll just deal with these things when it comes up. Oh, nope, that actually worked. That was an actual structural thing that blocked things. Now you showed it by launching it up. Now I can surely get to it. And we're leaving! Oh, good. Who farted? Well, I'll give you 2 guesses, Emil.
This is where we found the dead mom, right?
No, this is a completely different room.
Is it really?
Yep. Beast
Okay,
curse.
there's the spear. There you go. I was right. You don't get the Phoenix weapons for a while.
No, not for a bit. There's not a bomb in here.
Can you continue?
So it drops you into this boss room.
Yeah.
Now, which one's the way out? I think it's this one. Nope, guess not.
I'll answer that question for you. I'll give you 2 guesses for it.
Yeah. This is where the mom is.
Okay. you go to sleep.
Yeah, it seems pretty chill on the chat.
Pretty good. Alright, Yona. We'll see you again eventually. You gonna go back in, or you just gonna call it after this? For the junkie.
I'm gonna upgrade stuff and then, yeah, probably go back in. Because there's one path I didn't take. Yeah, killed lots for it. Thanks.
Which one did you upgrade for?
The iron slab that he gave me. By the way, so we can level up quite a few things.
Okay. But we only need to level up the ones that we use, right?
Yeah. So it'd be. Oh, or I need to buy more iron ore. Right.
Before you do that, let's look at the weapons that we do have. Are we going to be switching to one, or is Beast Bane still going to be
Okay.
what we use?
So right now, what we're using has 221 attack and 50%, and it's going to be 283 attack and 50% magic bonus. So that is 112 and 10, 123 and 20, 6 and 0.
Okay, so there's really no reason to switch. I just didn't know if... I know we get... I guess it maybe we don't get anything until we get the Phoenix weapons that we switch off of. I don't remember.
And then these have a higher attack, but they're also...
Heavy.
They're two-handed.
Yeah, we don't... I knew we weren't going to use two-handed stuff. I just didn't remember it.
And then spears aren't bad, but they're not great.
I think I liked the spears, but I wasn't good at magic. So that's why. But this game is like really about using the magic, honestly.
17,000 is nothing. Oh wow, I didn't get that many dented metal boards. That's because I didn't spend too much time upstairs.
By the way...
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. 60% magic power.
Sweet. It's surprising that it's weird in games like this because there's really very little reason to switch blades.
Yeah.
The stories that are on them are really sad though.
Sunrise. It's so funny, like, do you want to use this stuff to level up the nameless sword? Because maybe, like, it's the first sword, so it becomes the best weapon in the game. It doesn't.
Fucking toy gun from Dirge.
There's also, I'm trying to remember another game that does it. Lots of JRPGs do that. But now we have...
Well, I won't call this a spoiler. You get, remember like at the very beginning when we're fighting as that old man and he had the pipe? You get the pipe eventually.
Yeah.
And that is a very strong weapon.
I need to remember how to get the pipe. I remember you have to do something difficult.
I was pretty sure that's the quest that I'm telling you about.
Yeah, maybe.
That doesn't actually show up, but I would have to look it up again. And we'll have to look it up because we have to get all weapons.
Yes.
I also was under the impression that that one came to you automatically after NC. No?
No. I have to do something to get it. I think it's easier than I think it is, but...
Yeah. I just routinely get surprised on how short this game is.
Yeah, a lot of length comes from just having to do everything.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't... Yeah, you can beat it in 13 hours.
And yeah, each subsequent playthrough will get faster. as we like play through A, I'm gonna try to do most of the side quests. There's some we're gonna practically leave for playthrough B. But then after playthrough B, we should be done with side quests, and so C and D are just gonna fly. Right?
It goes pretty quick. A lot of it's just getting to where you need to be. Wait, did I really not blow that up?
I may have rebuilt.
That'd be annoying, wouldn't it?
Down here in the junk heap? Are you sure? Annoying?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went in here.
That looks like a, I want to say it looked like a Zamboni, but it probably
The machines?
yeah.
No, I'm telling you, they look like cash registers.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, we've been locked in.
Oh no. Not like it happened. Man, like everybody is filled with like I understand that people are just like jelly sacks filled with blood, but like they have so much blood.
People are blood balloons.
I mean, but it's like
Every living thing in this game is a blood balloon.
yeah. What's that one movie producer that everybody just kind of explodes in blood?
Talking about Quarantino.
That guy.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Tarantino makes people into balloons, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of that comic book artist from the 90s who painted it, who drew everyone, like, their muscles were so big they looked like balloon animals. He was notorious for it. That and the tactical pouches.
Oh, that was the one guy that he's the bad Deadpool writer.
Yes. But I remember, like, thinking about him and how basically everyone he draws looked like they would do very, very profitably in a Tarantino flick. More machine oil. I really need to remember his name. I remember like getting deep in that controversy, even though I don't give a shit about comic books, because somebody I was hanging out with a lot was. Liefeld. I think that's his name. I don't remember his first name. Liefeld.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't know, but
I know somebody who will listen to this in the future at some point will be like, oh yeah, like Robert Liefeld. That's him. That's the bastard. That guy right there, officer.
he stole my wallet.
And put him in one of his many tactical pouches. He's responsible for like why the X-Men look the way that they do, but at the same time,
Like there, yeah, he did some good things, but most of it was not good.
he gave the X-Men lots of tactical pouches. And it made Wolverine like the buffest thing to ever buff. Boy, it looked like he drank anabolic steroids.
His reasoning behind that was something like their heroes, they shouldn't look like people, but it was just like, isn't the point of mutants that they look like people?
They're hard to differentiate unless they're like Toad or Mystique. But then again, she's also, her whole purpose is to not look like,
Anybody, but everybody at the same time.
look like whatever she wants, whenever she wants.
Is it no?
Punch a robot.
Just straighten them out.
Punch you right in the kisser, mister.
Oh, these balls so many times.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it too. I'm getting good drops though.
Hooray!
Alright. Yes! And not a lot of dented metal boards, but that's because I'm not letting them drop that. Please, I'm far too profitable. I'm just imagining like a Cave Johnson like style pitch for this kind of factory.
Mm-hmm.
Steam holes. Steam's got to go somewhere. Why not have it coming out of the hole in the floor? Crates, too expensive.
I was gonna say, like, I want a Cave Johnson explanation for the bomb holes. You know?
Yeah. Well, when your turrets are done, maybe they should leave a little present behind.
What happens if, like...
Bomb ports.
Yeah, do you shoot that delivers the bomb? Why not?
After science, we're done here. Get the explosives you and your family need. Do you need to recharge your phone from a distance? Get one of these flying AV batteries. Okay, now we're gonna look and see if that thing has anything written on its chest. Show me your tummy! And the light, please. It doesn't look like it. Yeah.
He is always read from shadow, though.
Yeah, it's because that powerful chin. How you like that shit? Yeah! Take that! Nerd! I do find it very funny. It's like, here's some memory alloy. It's like, oh, you're just gonna hand me more of that? I'll take it. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Yeah. Well, that was cool. Anyway. Kinda, you gotta get the fuck out of my way. Did you see her standing there like a fucking Monopoly piece? Just like, oh no, I'm sure you weren't busy at all.
They're fine. I think it's fine.
Then you pick up the bomb. Kinda, you're being like negative cool right now. Yeah, I don't have any chill. I don't know if you noticed. I left my chill back in the area. I guess you did. You know what? I got a fun idea. How about we just turn that down? Yeah. Let me just go. Pew, 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 pew. What you checking out?
I'm fine with them.
Which one? Okay. Okay. Got another level.
Yeah. Yeah, see that?
It's like a little bit of these like bots don't drop any loot, but it's also like it makes sense because more often than not you're not gonna kill them in a way you can get it.
Yeah, and they don't have like a loot thing that makes it come to you.
Nor would they just hand it to you.
Yeah.
That would require an engine they didn't want to program. Ow. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. You guys are being so not cool right now. Stop it. So I come through here, and the screen changes. So I just need to go left first. You can tell real shit's about to go down because the room gets really big. Yeah, no, he ain't got anything written on. I just had the strongest craving for ice cream.
Yeah?
Which like, makes no sense.
It's weird that I just haven't lately.
That is weird.
My cravings for ice cream are so intense that sometimes my friends in different countries send me money to buy it. So like, it's weird that I haven't craved ice cream at all.
That's really nice though.
Yeah, no, I know I make jokes and stuff, but I have like amazing friends, and I'm very fortunate. And I hope I can continue to support them in their to support me. But it would be nice if I didn't get surprised $500 medical bills, because I could support more people. Still so upset. Scissors segment. The perils of doing this not on a, like there's like embroidery stands and like embroidery like tablets for lack of better terms.
Mm-hmm.
And I really should get something like that, but I don't want to spend more money on it. I really like doing embroidery, but I haven't got a lot of commissions lately, and so I don't really want to invest too much more into that.
Right. At one point, I was told I was shut into a room, and then the enemy spawned in another room, because that's where my allies were.
Oh, no.
And I was like, well, I'm not getting any of that.
Oh, this is unfortunate. Man, the thing doesn't. Oh, is there another one? Cool.
Yeah.
There are these!
I like that good rare stuff, please. Well, there goes that.
Bye.
Well, like the loot was like, I'm gonna get you. Apparently, no, I'm not.
Bye.
We're actually running low on herbs, which is weird.
Oh, yeah, go outside for a second.
Yeah, we can go literally anywhere. I don't want to interrupt your board-breaking action. I think we're locked in. Yeah?
Oh no, that happened before.
This keeps happening. I don't know why. Alright, it was too soon. Are you winning, son?
You got a broken arm, so yes.
Okay, Magnus. When we first played this, there was no Magnus Burnsides.
No.
What a weird feeling. Where's this supposed to go? There. It's supposed to go there. Kid, you're gonna have to run past this because you'll get in my way. I'm supposed to make that. Oh, not yet. That. The store's broken. Damn it.
Oh, what is
Connie, what are you doing? God damn. His throw delay is intense.
that? Mm-hmm.
They don't give you long. Okay, so we're back here.
Sorry, I'm not being like the most interesting person I am. I said everything I could think of saying in the first like hour.
It's always the trouble when you have like a lot of thoughts like the day before. Oh shit, did all the floors reset? I didn't realize it would work that way.
There's a negative and a positive, I guess.
Yeah, given that I'm here to grind. Cool.
Cool. Awesome.
I love it, dope. Amazing. Punch them.
I'm not sure if embroidery counts as like being any more attentive, but can we not get to the part you're trying to get to?
Probably not. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually like had some level of forethought and didn't let you get to that boss before, you know, plot would allow it.
I got some Borderlands. It's like a boss room.
I found a sound clip earlier from Borderlands 2. One of the journals you pick up is from Captain Flint, and it's talking about how his brother Zane like became like a Black Ops assassin.
Yeah, we picked that up.
Oh no, we picked that up in 3.
No, we picked it up in Battle for Sanctuary.
Oh, then yes, there's that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, do you think there's other logs for other people? And you said, I don't know.
But apparently there's also, I forgot about the other Flint in Borderlands 1, Captain. And so apparently Zane got off easy because his parents named him Zane as opposed to Captain or Baron.
Oh, yeah. Maybe his name isn't Zane. Maybe it's like,
Duchess.
or Duke.
That would make more sense.
It could be Duchess. It could be Chinese. You wouldn't know. Is his last name Flint?
That's really sad. Hello, you. Goodbye, you.
Yeah, I actually did think it was interesting that they had, like, Zane is apparently related to a long line of people you've run into before. Like, that's fun.
Sending a group of assassins to kill him was just my way of keeping in touch.
Yep.
There's something funny to me about just like, you don't get the loot unless it touches the ground.
Ah, there are rules!
It doesn't spawn unless it touches the ground. So if you killed it and it just like careened over the railing, you don't get anything.
You get experience.
You get nothing. Good day, sir.
You get the satisfaction of knowing you killed it.
Satisfaction of doing a good job.
I love how, like, Emil's just like, I'm just gonna float, and Kanye's like, I'm gonna teleport, and you're just like, I'm gonna land on my ass.
I'm the graceful one.
I should not be this tired. Holy shit.
I want to try something and see if it's a time thing or a food thing.
Okay.
I want one of my carnation drinks now and
Okay.
see if it's something to do with the drink or if it's something about drinking in the morning.
To what?
To see if it irritates my stomach.
Okay. So you're gonna try it?
I am. Oh look, Whistler! Hey!
We're at the point where we almost need salves anyway, right?
Oh, I think we're pretty good on the salves.
No, I mean, like, we need to start using them.
Yeah, 60%. We also have strength.
Oh, they're
drops.
percentage based. It's obviously not that bad. Never mind.
Yeah.
I I honestly just sold those if I remember right.
We have more strength-based ones, like the 60 seconds than the 30 seconds. Same with the defense. Oh, that's magic damage, physical attacks.
I would keep the defense ones, but I would sell everything else. Also, like the antidotal weed, like so, like they
These are
have
good.
that we don't use.
Whenever I get attacked by scorpions, because poison lasts forever.
I don't care though. Like it's easier just to use medicinal herbs because they're so much easier to get than the 3 antidote weeds we have.
Yeah, we had 5, which is weird. Yeah. Yeah, we need a bunch of things we don't have. We have a bunch of that. But come back soon. I don't wanna. See ya. Alright.
I'm cool for calling it at 9 if you want.
Yeah, I'm good for that. So 15 more minutes. Round and around.
Yeah, I can run back to Pulpo.
I know I'm gonna get a bunch of herbs from the shades in the prairie. Or these are plains, technically.
We could also do some of the side quests we've got active. If you want. Not as worried though if I was getting 1.3B. What you trying to do?
I didn't wanna. Oh, I gotta just jump.
Something appears to be amiss with these creatures.
Yeah, they're shaped.
Let us not forget. How to explain this?
You think about it while I go.
I really do appreciate like the consistency of Nier's character.
Yeah.
Like, I know I said it earlier in the stream, but it's just like also that pig just whoa.
When there's lots of evidence for something, you can always just be happy that there is lots of evidence for something.
Yeah, like I guess why I comment on it so much is that he's the rewrite. Like that's why I think it's so surprising to me, right? Because people
Because he's so good for a
Like-
rewrite.
yeah, he's the rewrite. He's not the original concept. And so either like they learned from the original concept and so he's better because of it, or it's just like this they just got it solidly. And again, that's why it's like I need to give Brother Nier a chance, because if they were solid with Father Nier, maybe they were solid with Brother Nier, right?
Mm-hmm. That's possible.
Like, because the concept was there. Ugh.
I feel like this is absolutely the consequence of
Of something my dad.
well, and also just the North American translators being able to do a lot of work.
Yeah, that is true. I
I feel like they had a big, heavy hand in how he was written.
I will say, yeah, that's a good point, considering that, like, because we're talking this is 2010.
10.
So, like, translations were getting better, right? We don't have these guys are, this guy is are sick, right? But, like, all your base belong to us. That was, we're finally out of that era. But, like, because this is 2010 is about the time when they started translating for more of, like, what the gist of it was instead of true translation.
Yeah, the one-to-one shit stopped in the 2000s. Yeah, for sure.
And like, there's something to be said about one-to-one translations. I'm a fan of one-to-one translations when it can happen. But like, sometimes you can't get the same gist or feeling trying to do one-to-one because the language doesn't exist.
Yeah. I want to check something real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's an eagle egg.
Oh yeah, you're out here.
Hey, don't be an asshole. I like it's like since they're wearing armor, they can be out in the light.
Yeah,
And then-
it's like it's an intelligent change, right? Like, there's not a lot of changes that they do in the enemy behavior, but like them being like, oh, they figured out how to like be out in sunlight.
Magic defense 25%?
Yeah, I saw that.
The hell? Hey, pig. Ready to get punched, pig?
I just... The fact that shades are evolving, and I know the implication is that like, the Shadow Lord's building an army, right? But like...
And making them smart.
But like, yeah, they're adapting, and that's kind of neat.
Hey, Dick.
Does Emil ever just like, pump people with his staff? I forget.
I don't think he does. I think he just does powerful versions of the stuff you can do.
Yeah.
And then Kaine can do cooler stuff that does less damage.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that looks awesome. Alas.
Yeah, she just needed to hit things.
She put more points in swag than intelligence. I also like the... It's like, of course D&D's a nerd game. Only in a game built for nerds is charisma a superpower. I hit that.
Where's the bats?
They left.
They're gone.
They're scared of the music. It was too loud. Alright, I'm just gonna do me a favor. And that way.
Can you do me a favor?
What do you need?
Can you hit the incomplete quest and make sure it's empty? Or, sorry, not the incomplete, uncompletable. That's the one. Thank goodness we did it. Okay. I should have checked that earlier. But
The sparkly I see up there?
yeah, there's a sparkle.
There's a sparkle. Let's see if it's what we want.
The one time I've gotten a sparkle, it wasn't, right?
It was an herb. Or something like that.
It was ore or something. It wasn't like totally useless, but it wasn't the evil egg.
It wasn't.
We need to, at one point, walk through and listen to everybody. 'Cause that's the only way you get any sort of story from the area. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
See, that's what I got the last time too.
I'll take or. Oh, it's like gold. Yeah.
Yeah, Goldor's not bad. It's not evil egg. But
It's no egg.
it's still kind of good, so it's not like a super complaint. But
If nothing else, if we get too much of it, we can sell it because it's worth like 1,800.
woo.
Yeah.
Wait, 1800's not that much.
It is when it adds up. I mean, that's like 6 rice. I think we need it for the eagle egg weapons anyway.
Yeah, I think Goldor is just as important, which is why it's funny that you can get it there. So like the like people who live around the mayor are like sneaking out, putting out Goldor and seeing who takes it.
Oh, Jynx?
Hmm.
The mayor. Oh, you look like you're new here. The mayor. Yeah, he seems cool.
Cloud is the king of subterfuge.
Built for spy works. Alright, we'll see you guys later.
Yeah, so we will see you guys again on Friday with Borderlands 3.
Yep. Look. See ya.
Bye.